Morning, everyone. Sorry that this is not a live stream. Um, I've been having some issues at home. Nothing bad, just stress of moving and all. Um, and then also I've been busy working on the house, so that is why I have been absent. Um, that being said, the pie is almost done. The Raspberry Pi Wii U. Let me turn this audio down. All right. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear me better now. Well, let's turn it down a little bit more. Turn the mic up a little bit. How's that? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. So as I was saying, been busy at home and then also a little bit of stress. So I haven't been able to spend a whole lot of time on this. Um, After I finish this, I will be taking a break for a little while, just to kind of get my motivation and everything back. But this is almost done. Um, In fact, it would be done if whenever I closed, the inputs worked. So I can't remember if I have, yeah, I have the power to it working. So you see the power light comes on, everything, screen goes on. Um, then if I tilt this up, you can see the image. Then give it a moment. There's the battery monitor, everything's booting up. Now the problem is, it's not detecting the teensy inside for the controller. So, that was interesting. That just made it shut down. Let's see if we can figure out why. So I'm wondering if there's a ground issue. Okay, because I'm nowhere near the power buttons and they're not still held in. Okay, so I'm not sure which of these two it was. I don't think it was Y. I think it was X. So, that's interesting. Alright. So this might be why the controller isn't being detected. I wonder if the minimum battery is turning it off. Because I didn't even touch anything that time. And the script, it works, but I'm thinking it's shutting down. Whoops. That helped. Alright, so now we're at the screen. I'm not going to touch anything for a moment. I want to see if it stays on. Okay, so something is triggering the automatic shutdown. But it doesn't look like it's the battery doing it. No, I'm curious. Let's take her apart. Let me turn off the power first. So we've got automatic shutdown for whatever reason. And we've got the inputs aren't being detected. So In the event that it may be the batteries are low, I just turn the Pi off and I am plugging this bad boy into charge. So the main power to the batteries are on, but the boost for the Pi is off. So as you see, orange, well, maybe not as you see. Okay. Orange means charging, and whenever it's full, that'll turn, I think it's bright green. Might be blue, I don't remember. But yeah, that'll get pretty bright whenever it's done. Oh, and Crash, whenever you watch this, it's not the easiest to get out, but you can easily swap out the micro SD card whenever you need to, just by pulling the back cover off. This is one of the reasons I made sure I mounted the Pi the way I did, which, by the way, was a nightmare. Just wanted you to know that. Oh, I didn't put those ones in yet. Okay, those are the two I skipped. Okay, what is shutting this guy down? Also, what's making the teensy not work? This way we don't put a lot of stress on that HDMI ribbon cable. I just want to see if it shuts down now that I have the Pi open. Oh, that may have something to do with it. We'll find out. There might have been a slight short between the Pi ground and power button, but I don't know yet. We'll find out. Alright, so let me disable. Okay, is HDMI not in all the way? What's going on? Let's see. Oh, I wonder. No, because that should have raspberries on it right now. No need to hurry. Alright, so this should turn white. Ooh, that's different. So whatever it is we got going on now is with the screen itself. Is that what happened? Yep, that's what happened. So now, I bet these work. There it goes. Ribbon cable came loose on the screen from opening everything. Okay. So now, let's see if it shuts down. And it does. Wait, don't tell me. Oh, crap. Darn it. Because that went to the configuration screen a minute ago. So I've got to figure out what's shutting it down and what, Alright, so for now, for sanity's sake, let's disable this, shutdown button for sanity's sake. That'll at least tell us if it's a short, because there's only one button that shuts this guy off. Come on, get up to temp. Alright. Alright. So the one pie, or the one button starts the pie, the other button halts it. Alright. So that's our shutdown button. Now, just to make sure, I want to make sure that there's no there we go. Whoops. Always wet your sponge. That'll work. Alright. Take whatever this take is. 500 something. Alright, let's see if that boots. Well, it's still shut down. But it was like it detected the controller that time. No, it's hung. It looks like it's hung trying to load the on-screen display. Okay. I'm wondering if it's all for one. 1 second. Okay. What's my way to get around that? Screw it. Let's see if it does it while this is plugged in. Okay. Now this is with the charger plugged up to it. That time I guess it sounds like there's hmm. Did it shut down immediately? I'm wondering if Helders is cutting it off. Cause that's what it's acting like. Well, we're into the pie, but alright. Starting power off. This looks like I'm doing something, but I'm really not. I'm just racking my brain. Also, I gotta fix this while I have it open. This side's fine. It's the other side. I'm wondering if the battery script is causing issues. Speculation, not, you know, not known for sure, but so let me see what I can do with that. Where is... Alright. So we'll toss it in the 3B plus. I think my wife just woke up. Okay. So it's starting up. It's loading RetroPie. On-screen display is loading, or is loaded rather, but alright. So it's on. And it's not shutting down, so it is something wiring, it's not software. Well, with the exception of headers, because I don't think headers can shut down the script, or shut down the Pi if it's not reading. So, this is where I'm going to get interesting. Actually, I don't need the keyboard, I just need to have the Pi on long enough to make changes. Alright, so let me log into the Pi. Ah, crap, wrong IP address. Gotta log into my router, get the IP address from this Pi, because I can't remember what it is. I think it's 160. But, because it's different for every Pi, because I have my router set up to set automatic IPs. Yep, 160. Okay. Yes, I know, connection refused on 183. 10 Pi Raspberry. Alright, then let's see. CD. Actually, you know what? We'll just remove dash R. One for all. Yes. Yes. So reboot. No. And that should keep the on-screen display from booting, and it should also keep it from shutting down. But okay, it didn't stop it from hanging. Okay, so now we shouldn't have software shutdown. With the exception of, you know, well no, we shouldn't have software shutdown. Okay, so swap these ends. Because I'm not going to fight with that screen and trying to turn it over every time whenever I'm having a mechanical or a software issue. It's not the screen that I need. There we go. Oh, right. Alright, let's see what we do now. Okay, so now it loads right in. It's a little laggy, but it's working. So, I'm wondering if the batteries are dead after me leaving it physically on all night. Yeah, I left it on last night or the night before. So everything right now is working. But then I closed the Pi, the inputs don't work. Oh, I know what I'll do. Let me turn off the Pi, let me solder that wire back up. And also I want to make sure I don't have any shorts. And that should help keep everything from shorting out. Where's my other power? There it is. Come here. Now, which pin did you go to? Didn't you go to pin 24 or whatnot? GPIO 27, which is pin 13. So it would be, what is it, 6 in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 6 open pins. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay, so it goes right there, right above the GPIO. Like where it says GPIO on the board. We won't bother getting the flux out for this. There we go. So now, let's plug this back in. Because Helders isn't on. So, we're going to plug that in. Or, well, we're not plugging that in. And then we're plugging. Oh, doesn't that sound awful? That's what happens if you forget to turn the main power on and plug in the charger cable. Alright, let's throw a ROM on this so that I can test the left and right. Better yet, we'll do this. USB. Okay, and then... Oops, sorry about that. Not that you can really see anything at the moment anyways. Okay, so we're plugging this into our keyboard. This is the jumper for hooking the teensy up to a computer for programming, but it's also useful for some reason you wanted to use the Wii U as a controller. Not sure why, but hey, you can. Alright, so now I switch the teensy to diagnostic mode, as I call it. And USB device not recognized. What do you know? It's probably that short. Yep, it was that short of switching over. Okay. So properties. Alright, do we have button press? We have button press. Button press, button press. Button press, button press. Button press, button press. Okay, so these four are good. Now the fun part. Actually here. I'll go ahead and show you this, because I don't think I've ever done this on screen. Alright, window capture. There you go. Alright, so R1 is nothing, apparently. Okay, teensy lost communication. Wonderful. So there's some kind of short. I just gotta figure out what. Well, let's, yeah, because communication has... So this will disappear here in a moment. And then retry. Screw you, what do you know? Device not recognized. Okay, so there's gotta be a short either on the teensy itself or one of the wires going to it. Okay, we'll worry about charging later. USB device not recognized. Oh, well, yeah, you probably don't have enough power, and Pi's probably trying to pull it all. USB device not recognized. Okay. USB device not recognized. Let's see if the Pi sees it. Nope. Okay. But now the computer sees it again. Oh, now it's not. Okay. So, if we toggle, by the way, here you go. Oh, well, was seeing it there for a moment. Alright. Alright, if I toggle the data pin, and there it goes there. But then it disappears. What the crap? Alright. Wondering if it's honestly that switch. Emulation station crashed. That's different. Okay. So USB device not recognized. Alright, so there it is right now. Let's see how it does with the Pi on. Alright, so right now it's reading. I'm thinking what I'm having issues with right now is voltage. But also it might have a small short down there by the data pins. Alright, so R1, R2, L1, L2, right joystick button, left joystick button. Then A, B, X, Y, start, select, up, down, left, right, and home. Home. See? Okay, so all the inputs work, but I think there's a short down by the teensy, and I think I found out why. So with micro USB, there's 5 pins for USB instead of 4, and it tells it what's the host, what's the slave. Host is shorted to ground, so that pin would be shorted to ground if this were the host device, but this is a client device, so therefore it, oh, yeah. Therefore it, oh, I'm so tired. If the host is shorted to ground, it would disable the teensy and make it do all kinds of goofy stuff. Alright, so let me figure out if that's the case or not. So for now, I'm gonna turn that off, turn that off. Wish I knew where my microscope was at the moment. Because these are some fine pins. Okay, and we'll put this back on normal mode. So the desktop won't see it. Desktop just thinks it's a powered device. Loading system config, and it goes right in. Yep. Alright. I bet it was just that shorted data wire. Now the real fun thing would be to put helders all for one back on. So we're gonna do that. Alright. So we're gonna log into the Pi. Assuming it wants to log on. Alright. 165. Okay, whatever. 192.168.1.165. Potential security breach. Okay, so basically my router assigned a new IP and all my SSH stuff freaked out. Pi RASPBERRY RASPBERRY. There we go. Alright, so let's reinstall helders. One for all. I hate it when people put these in the build instructions. They to my understanding they do it so that like to my understanding they do it so that you can know where you're supposed to do it from or who as. I just don't care about that. Because I'm doing everything as root for this purpose, and most people are. So, like, make it to where they can just copy and paste it and don't have to delete the stupid money symbols. Whoops. I mean, perhaps you can do it without that, but I've never gotten it to work that way, so this is how I do it. Alright. Boom. And that's going to take a minute. Okay, so now those first two commands are done. Alright, so that was quick. Now, sudo reboot. Yeah, I'm tired. And also my keyboards are very hard to get to spot. Now. That way if there's anything that makes it hang on shutdown, it doesn't hang. So. Alright, on-screen display is on. Let's see when it gets communication. And it just went away. So I bet the Pi shuts down. And it did. So more than likely, it's reading the voltage. Okay. I can almost promise it's reading the voltage of the one for all board. And going, oh yeah, I'm below my minimum voltage. Shut down. Okay. So rather than pull the Pi out again, let's pull off pin 3, whatever this is. I think it's GPIO 3. Is that ground? I don't know. I think it's I2C. It's gotta be I2C. Alright. So, it's not GPIO 3, but it's the other I2C pin that we use for this board. So that should stop I2C communication between the board and the Pi, and I bet they stay on. I wish you guys could see this. I just don't feel like flipping the screen back over right now and plugging it in. So, alright. Alright, on-screen display is on. And everything's up. Okay. I'm getting a lot of noise from the amp right now, but I'm thinking that's probably because I have the I2C pin unhooked. So it's probably, throwing that clock through a crap load of stuff right now. Okay, so close this out. Hopefully I remember the IP address. 192.168.1.165. And I hate that it throws it on my other screen. Pi RASPBERRY. Alright, so there we go. We're logged on. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to change the default values. Alright, so CD 1 for all directory, because I can't remember what the config is called. Alright, so nano keys. Alright, shutdown detect is 27. Battery enabled. True, full bat 3.7. Bat low 3.4. Bat shutdown 328. Alright. Just for giggles. Which, shoot. No. Cancel. Number pad was not on. Ugh. Fine, screw you. I'll just do it without, okay, so this is telling outer script not to shut down until the battery reads 1 volt. Don't ever do that to a lithium, but I know these cells aren't at that, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, they've got over discharge protection, so sudo. We'll go ahead and shut it down first. Well, here actually, I'd like to test to make sure that the script is running at the moment. Okay, so that worked. So I'm waiting for it to shut down. Alright, it's down. Cutting power. Crap, which pin was this one? That was, yeah, that was the second one in. There we go. Alright. So now, restore power. And let's see if it shuts down. Because I'm thinking his board is reading that the batteries are lower than they are. Or maybe they're at the 3.4, but that's not their max discharge, so I don't care. Oh, my wife is awake. Alright, and like that, the Pi is on. Okay, so it was rating the batteries low, so they might just be charged. And then I also had a short in the controller, so I'm going to super glue that. I'm going to throw the batteries in the charger. We'll come back and verify everything's still working, and if it is, then if it is, we'll close it back up and be good to go. Alright, that's all for now, guys. I'll hopefully be back later.